I also have a painting of you in 40 years.
Yes, that does look a little bit like me. Who is that?
That's George Carlin.
Oh, I never like this stuff. Is this a good place to talk about?
This is What a Joke
with Tom Papa and Fortune Feimster
on Netflix is a Joke Radio.
Congratulations on another season.
Thank you.
Big Mouth is a big hit. It's got to feel pretty good.
It does. I mean, what feels better is that headline. Big Mouth is a big hit.
It does the thing that I always like with animation where it's really appealing and funny to adults and totally inappropriate for children.
And yet, so many of them are watching it.
Yeah.
Andrew Goldberg, one of my co-creators, says is like, people ask him about like, would you let your kids watch it? And our party line is like, when the kids are the age of the kids going in the show. So middle school, yeah, I've heard anecdotally and seen pictures of younger children watching it as well.
Yeah.
And my response is usually like, I'm sorry and you're welcome, which is both like,
yeah.
I know how crazy, dirty, and inappropriate it is, but also it is broaching a lot of subjects that if your kid is around middle school or adolescent, like they're going through it, they're experiencing some version of it. And, there's definitely other worse, disgusting versions of the things we're talking about on the internet that your kids have access to that are a lot less responsibly made than what we're doing, I hope.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's the cool thing about it, all kidding aside, is that it's very thoughtful. You guys are really thinking this out and really touching on like real emotional stuff that kids are going through.
That's the hope. That is the hope. But I also love the idea that it's like, I grew up like with like Beavis and Butthead and then eventually South Park, but it was like those shows that it was like, ooh, I'm not allowed to watch this kind of stuff. And I do quietly get a kick out of that like we're the thing that kids are like not allowed to watch that they watch,
What a day. Oh, a sand dollar. Whoa, what the hell? What? Where the fuck did that wave come from? Ah! Oh, my phone is in my pocket. Ah! What? Why am I so soaked? Did I wet the bed?
Who cares? It's warm and warm.
Oh, shit.
Let's just go back to sleep.
It's blood.
Oh, did you get killed in your sleep, dummy?
Actually, yes.
If you die in a dream, you die in real life, Jesse.
That is not true.
That's what I read.
I think I just got the hugest period ever.
What made you want to do an animated show? Is this something that you've been thinking about for a while?
I had voiced animation, so I always knew it was something I liked. I've done a lot of that stuff almost from the beginning, just as an actor. So I knew I liked that. And then this show kind of popped up right after we finished Kroll Show, and Andrew came to me alongside Mark Levin and Jennifer Flackett, who are...
Who's Mark Levin?
He's one of those four created by names at the end of the theme song.
Four's a lot, huh?
I heard they're all married to each other.
Fucking Hollywood.
Andrew and I have known each other since we were 6 years old. We went to elementary school, middle school. We became best friends in middle school. And then he went on and became a writer for Family Guy. We've stayed friends throughout. And then they came to me with the idea for a show based on me and Andrew's life going through puberty. And it immediately kind of made sense. It just was immediately like, oh, yeah, that feels like, and I had just finished Kroll Show and was like trying to like clear the plate creatively. It just felt very clear. Like it just, I don't know if it's like, the idea of you guys being like, should I do a radio show on Sirius with Fortune? Yes. This is an absolute yes.
Yeah.
And I know, Fortune, you struggled with the idea of doing it with Tom for months and
months. I was like, oh, what do I do?
And I was like, but remember when we were 6 years old, we always said we were going to do this.
That's right. You guys grew up. People don't know that, but you guys grew up together, right? You guys have been best friends since.
Pretty much twins, yeah.
You can hear it. You can hear it in the voice. You can hear it in the accents. Clearly, you guys.
North Carolina proud.
Oh,
right.
Fortune, you're from North Carolina? I mean, I knew Tom was, but I didn't know from your accent that you were from.
That's where this lovely accent comes from.
Hello, boys. I'm your counsellor, Harry. I know my accent sounds fancy, but I put my short shorts, black socks, and sandals on just like you, with the help of two butlers.
I have been thinking about you, honestly, because you do create so much, and it's a big thing in my house. As soon as like Big Mouth this season came out, the kids 15 and 18 were just streamed the whole season in one night. You just saw their light on in their room at 2 a.m. They were just plowing through the whole thing. You're such a creative force. During this time, are you still able to do it, or do you feel, have you had to sacrifice? Like,
March 12th, March 11th is like what I call Tom Hanks Day, right? It was like when Hanks, you know, and that was like when everyone was like, oh, fuck. Like,
yeah, Woody's got it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, it's one of the bosom buddies got it. That's how I would think it.
Also, my 20th wedding anniversary on that day.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
That must have been a real fun night. Thursday was our last day in the room because we were halfway through writing season 5. And Friday, we went to Zoom. None of us had ever been on Zoom. Friday, we opened the room on Zoom. And we then worked for like, I don't know, 3 months over Zoom to finish season 5 of Big Mouth. And then we had a few weeks off. And then we started writing the spinoff show that we're working on called Human Resources, which is a spinoff of Big Mouth about it's going to take place in the world of the creatures and monsters. So it's like a workplace comedy in their world.
Yeah, that's funny.
So we like had a little break and then immediately went back into that. So I've been, I've been incredibly fortunate to have a job jobs that we've been able to do over Zoom, similar to you guys, like as crazy as it is to do because of the like literal low in-person necessities of our jobs, we've been able to work, and that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Creatively, I feel very lucky that I've had this consistent outlet. And then, you know, I've been working on other stuff, but it is much harder if you don't have a thing that's like at 10 a.m. the writer's room opens, or at 11 a.m. we start our radio show. Like it is hard to self-motivate every day to figure out how to do it. So I feel for everybody out there who's like trying to who's in a creative thing or in not necessarily a fully creative job, who has to still like kind of figure out how to self-motivate.
Yeah, without the deadline.
Some sort of structure to your day.
I don't know what the quality is inside of me. You could argue it is like Tito the anxiety mosquito of the anxiety of not doing stuff. It really scares me. And so,
I mean, there's nothing better than watching Maria Bamford fly around as an anxiety mosquito.
Yeah.
Why are there so many fucking mosquitoes? I can't breathe. I'm fucking freaking out.
Oh no. Are you having a panic attack?
What? Who said that?
Me! I did!
Oh, what the hell are you?
I'm Tito, the anxiety mosquito.
Anxiety mosquito? Ow!
I'm sorry, people hate it when I do that. People hate it when I do everything. But do I stop? No!
Oh, fuck!
I'm so sorry, but I can't stop. You killed me. I get it. I'm the worst, but so are you.
I know. Andrew hates me.
And so does Seth. They're probably making fun of you right now.
You think so?
Here's what they're definitely saying. Nick is a whiny little baby.
Let's jerk off on his pillow.
No, please stop saying this stuff.
You're gonna have the worst summer. Everyone's gonna hate you.
Oh, shit, they are.
They're gonna know you're a selfish little prick who has a little prick that nobody wants to fuck. You're gonna die a virgin all alone as the world explodes from global warming. You dead, lonely little virgin.
I don't want to be a dead, lonely little virgin.
I mean, I also got like married. You know,
I know. I was gonna say we're twinsies. We got pandemic married, both of us.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Congratulations, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really thought about it as like ultimately getting married is this thing that is happening between you and your partner. Like it's nobody else's business, to be frank. Like it's like like it's you are making a pledge to this person and vice versa. Like so like why does everybody need to? I mean, look, community is important. Like but it's like ultimately like we are committing ourselves to each other. Why do we need to? It was great. It was, but again, it was like my instinct is to just like get shit done, you know? Check a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Are you guys doing like Zoom shows and stuff like that? What's your, no.
I did some live shows. I went out like once a month and would do like clubs where I knew that they were going to be handling it the right way, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I did a couple of like live stream shows, and those were pretty fun just because I was doing like best of stuff. But to work out new material on is really tough.
Yeah. I'm so scared of, like, I was in New York over the summer and we were in the city and there was like an outdoor, we were in Greenpoint and there was an outdoor park and there was like an outdoor show happening.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend at the time, now my wife, but she was like, oh my God, it was a kind of like open mic-y vibes. And she was like, you should go over and like get up. And I was like, oh, no. Like, that sounds like the worst idea. Like outdoors, already a problem. No material, like not having been on stage for like 5 months. It's like, don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
This sounds terrible. And afterwards she was like, maybe though it wasn't about you, like maybe those people would have been happy to see you. And I was like, oh, that never even crossed my mind.
I know.